voices inside my head. See voices behind the wall, uplifting the underdog. We fighting above the law.
Can you guys hear me all right? Give me 1 minute. Let me pull up my chat on the YouTube bin. I hate going live same time as other people that I know everyone watches. I'm sorry, but you gotta get in where you fit in. Hi Jaded, hey Terry, Eve, Victoria, Diana. Okay, you can hear me good. Country Chicks, this and that. Anita, Patty Ponytail. I know there's a bunch of people in here earlier. Hey Sherry. God made the donkey talk. Missouri, I've been there one time. Maybe twice, but one time that I remember. I was at a army military base type, yeah. Nana's Dragonfly. Exploited. Angie Davis, good to see you. Pops is probably listening, but we're gonna call him a little bit later. I want to talk about some stuff first, and getting him up on the panel is tricky to teach him, as you guys know. So I'm just gonna call him on the phone. It's just less stress for him, less stress for me, and just better for both of our mental states. Ooh, it's hard to try and teach that shit, especially when I don't really know it that great. So he's learning though. Hey, Running Bear. Hey, 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 hey. Sorry, I was listening to the latest. Lake Superior Girl. Springfield, Missouri. Thank you. Sunshine Dragonfly. Hey, Lou. Hi, Crystal. Is it? You're tired, so if you miss people saying, that's okay. You can always reread it back later. Same, I'm not going to slow the chat down because I think you guys don't like that, because I kind of hate slow chat too, because unless you're a moderator, and sometimes you got so much to say and they only let you say so much in a comment that you don't want to wait, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, whatever in between comments, or your shit doesn't make sense that you're trying to get out there, right? So, hi Reapers, Black Widow. Oh, thank you, Jaded. Hi, Jamie. Good to see you. Do not know how much more I can take of Tara and all that drama, to be honest. Hey, she's got some candles to sell, Hi, Truth. Hello, Cher from somewhere out there. Sorry, Lexi. Yeah, you don't have to say where you are. That's okay. Hi, Tracy with an I. Jay Hill. Good. How are you? Good to see everyone. Hey, Cursed with Curiosity. Crystal. Tired of the BS. Aren't we all? No. Okay. This is ridiculous. I don't know how it comes out that I am not a supporter of psychics or mediums, when I think, if anyone knows me, I've had hella comments. A lot of the accounts are newer, 2023 newer. I automatically block them because, we know what's going on. It can't get any worse. Wow, shit. Apparently, we're all the assholes, which I find amusing, who have done nothing in the last 27 months. She has done it all. Never mind EquiSearch being out there, drone teams. I believe EquiSearch was out there twice, which we're gonna get there because I have some questions. My dad also, he's very like me. He doesn't like the fraudulent people, but he believes in people with the gift because I'm going to talk to him about it tonight. Some of you have heard his story about his experiences. And there are frauds out there. I'm sorry. If you are human, Whoa, that was weird. Can y'all hear me? But yes, there's fraudulent psychics and mediums out there. That'd be silly to say that there's not. I believe in some. There's some on this platform. They know who they are. I don't know if I want to call them out because I don't want to bring the hate to them, but they know exactly who they are. People have probably seen me around on their pages. I just don't believe people who are fraudulent. If people are truly gifted like they say, like if I had that gift and I could help find missing people or missing children, I'm doing that shit for free. For free. Unlike a well-known psychic medium / reverend on the platform who needs lots of money to do whatever she's doing. Couldn't even talk to someone local of a suspect of Courtney Strubel's case. The only suspect who's never spoken to nobody was willing to pay, I don't know, $700 to like $1,000. I can't remember, but it was quite a lot. I could probably look back in text messages and see what I sent Mark Strubel, Courtney's father, because the price kept changing. And when I say they were willing to pay anything, they were. She would not have a conversation with the only person in that case that has not spoken to anyone, who said the only person they would speak to was her. That is a fraud, people. Look up her name, look up her record, look up her past, watch her GoFundMe go from whatever amount. Yes, I had a GoFundMe to help me with my teeth, which is like $1,300 or $1,400. I don't even have my final set yet. Yes, I got like $2,500 to $2,700 to help with that, but no way, shape, or form has it covered all of the costs. It went on a credit card. Y'all saw Mark put it on a card because I live streamed it, right? We were as transparent as possible with all of that. But that is also because I had tons of you guys, and you know who you are, come to me and say, we want to help you. Like, and how could we do it transparently? Well, the GoFundMe shows things pretty transparently. It shows how much you are asking for, how much you have raised, all of that. I thought that was the most transparent thing. It let me share my YouTube video links, updates, pictures, videos, all of that, right? And we did that. Exactly, Terry. And hi, everyone coming in. Tammy, Charm, Sonia. I just don't appreciate, well, we're all being called assholes. Like, this doesn't make sense to me. Okay, I do not... Hi, Lori. Hi, Jennifer Watts. Your name bucks with me every time I see you. Okay. I'm not a super fan of Ziggy. I'm not. But I'm not a super fan of a few people on this platform. But when they are right, I say they're right. When they're wrong, I say they're wrong. Something I will have to agree with Ziggy on is that I was told the same thing. Now, you guys can take it however you want it. I'm just here to basically repeat. You guys know who I talk to. I think you know how friggin' often it is. Probably about as often or more than Ziggy and Fred. But I heard the same thing Ziggy's telling everyone. That shit has been cleared. And actually recently, too. But hi, Chris. Hey, little Dev. Hi, everyone. Lori M. But my problem is, why would Fred's... Oh, by the way, I've also been told that Fred will say and do anything for a little bit of money. Okay? There's that. Now, I don't know his sisters ever talked to them, whatever. I don't know their family issues. Well, I think the area that's been being searched was already cleared. If I'm not mistaken, it's like, well, it's out there. But yeah, I believe it's already been cleared. We have to think, though. We've had EquiSearch there not once. I believe, weren't they there twice? But they were for sure there once. I feel like I heard they were there twice. I can't remember, though. It's been a while we've been going through this. How do we have all these professional organizations not finding this? This actually gave me PTSD to watching Ernie do a shitty search and his team. Sorry, but it did. That shit was ridiculous, and we are watching it all over again. Like, they were there twice, yes, and then other search teams, whatever. This girl goes there with a little twig, dusting the top of the ground. Oh, look, I found some long-ass hair, even though her head was shaved. But let's pull out 8 inches of blonde hair at Summers. I don't understand. And Fred's sisters, if they really wanted, like, real help, why have they not contacted Duty Ron? Why have they not contacted EquiSearch, like real professionals who have found people, help bring people home? I'm not sure what this chick has done or not done. I don't care enough to see, because what I've already seen, just red flag, red fucking flag. By the way, buy my damn candles, which we already have one of those on this platform. We don't need another one. Them candles weren't selling good before she touched Summer's case. She can blame all of us. Oh, I'm just going to hop on the money train like everyone else. Okay, well, you, whatever. Cool. You're cool. I mean, that shows what a great person you are. And then calling everybody else assholes. What have you done? What have you done? What I didn't do was go boots on the ground, search, claim I found human hair and human bones and all of this stuff, and then go directly to my YouTube and post it, then turn around. And again, I'm no Ziggy superfan, but how dare her say that it's Ziggy? Thanks a lot, Ziggy. Oh my God, Ziggy. Thanks a lot. You just gave it all. You just fucked everything up, Ziggy. No, you did, by going and running to YouTube if you actually thought what you have is something. And then you go directly to YouTube, no waiting. So when you called that into TBI, they said, yes. Please go on your channel and show this to the world. What you're doing and what you found immediately after finding it. Yes. Hang up with me. This is what TBI said. This is what they told her. This is probably what they told her. I'm assuming, because this is what she's done, this is what she's acting like. So I'm just going to assume like the asshole she says I am. Hey, TBI, yeah, I found what I think is Summerwell's hair. Yeah, not a horse mane or tail at all. Searching a place that's already been searched multiple times, that, you know, EquiSearch missed multiple times, drones missed, and, you know, all these people have been getting away with shit for 27 months, but they're going to be a dumbass and just bury her right there again. Get the fuck out of here. Put it on YouTube. So she's like, TBI? Yes. Who do I talk to about Summer Wells' case? Okay, yes. Put me in touch with the head agent. Okay, yes. Hey, I found bones here. Human hair. It's probably Summer's. Oh, me? I'm just a weirdo that sells candles on YouTube. Yeah. I found stuff that relates to Summer. I think we found Summer. Okay, cool. I'm going to go on YouTube now. And TBI was like, yeah, blast that shit on YouTube right now. And she was like, cool, I'm going to do that right now. And it's not going to tip anybody off. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Cool, TBI. Smart move. Okay, we're doing that. And then try and say that Dawn knew about it. Whether she said she talked to Dawn or not, I don't give a shit. But that's honestly one thing I believe that Dawn didn't know. It had a brand new blue tarp. Yeah. Hey, Brooke, couldn't possibly, you guys, I was going to do a little parody, but I didn't want to. I really thought about it. You guys know I got some leaves. I was going to go outside and bury it and just, you know, half an inch of dirt and then take a little twig. But I think that's kind of disrespectful, so I'm not going to do all that. But I thought about it just to, you know, just to point out just how fucking dumb this is. I don't think, whoever's buying this shit, by the way, is, I don't know. We're all the assholes, so just say you found something. Yeah, exactly, but don't go. There is still shit that everyone thinks I have everything on my channel with the Wells. It's just not so. Think about that. Think about how much more would be on my channel if everything was really on my channel. Really think about that. And there are people, even the Wells know that that's not fucking true. What the freak? Yes, there's been things reported that we've given and we've basically been told, and obviously it's led nowhere. Well, then you can go on your channel and you can kind of talk about it. But did you even, TBI, is it okay for me to say this? Because there's been things where I can tell you that sometimes the law will say, we prefer you don't speak about this right now. Scroll up to deleted comment. Oh shit, I'll have to look on the YouTube part. Sure, believe me, you might want Don, but he will never fuck you, so need to stop the lies and BS. Okay. Somebody's hangry tonight. That is actually pretty funny. Yep. I want Don Wells so bad. He's, you know. I mean, hey, if that made that person feel better, cool. It's not jealousy whatsoever. Why continue to talk about it and give it more attention if it holds no water? She keeps fucking talking, and it does hold no water, but we're just sick of it. And there are people believing this shit. There's people believing this. And I cannot for the life of me understand why or how are they believing this. Because Ziggy didn't ruin anything. Her going on YouTube with it. Well, it's just pointing at the ground. No one knows. But you don't think that there's people in the area that know where you're showing the camera at? Like, get the fuck out of here. It was disgusting. But why aren't any of them wearing the shit they should be, like, out there searching? That's like freaking Juanita out there holding a chihuahua in shorts and flip-flops. What? Yeah, Brooke, they clearly don't know about Mr. Cher, which that's fine. That's crazy. I mean, honestly, the comments sometimes amuse me, so that's fine. They may believe it, but talking about it won't change it. I mean, I guess, sure. But I feel like talking about it, considering she wants to call us all assholes and claim we've all done nothing, but she's done something. Is she even there? Or is it other people for her? I don't know. Thank you, Candy Pram. I wish I could see what that was. Stickers are so cute. It's piece of poop. No gloves. Nothing. Yes, we've seen that all before. What happened, Guy, Texas, and Ernie? No idea. What? I really don't know. I mean, I have no idea. I think Ernie was on the cow patty show, whatever, the other day. I don't remember, but I heard about it. She put that shit on, like, private. This wannabe sidekick person, didn't she delete a lot of shit, too? Why? Or did TBI tell her, like, take that shit down? Maybe TBI was like, nope, you shouldn't have put that on your channel. So I'm wrong. Maybe she didn't call TBI and ask. They were like, hey, girl. I don't know who told her they were human bones either. I don't know who would touch it with no gloves. People doing it for her. That's what I thought I heard. People doing it. So she's not even there. She's at home making candles, calling all of us the assholes, saying we ain't done nothing. And she's not even the one there? All right. All right, well, that just fucking says it all. She made the life private then. Fred's sister. But Fred's sister could have... I'm pretty sure I heard on Duty Runs before that EquiSearch would come back. Like, why are we going... How did they find this girl? That's what I want to know. That's what I think I've missed here. Does anybody know? Anyone? How was this girl sought out by Fred's sisters? I have no idea. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Dot. Zena. Juicy Jules, everyone coming in here. Does anyone, who was it that put this video out? The sisters contacted her. Okay, but how did they know about her? Because I didn't know who the hell she was. I'm not gonna lie. And apparently she goes back to the Watts days. So, I mean, we've probably mingled before. So, I'm just curious, like, because I didn't even know who this person was until a few days ago. And I be in these streets. How did Fred's family know who this was? Yeah, she said it today that she lives in British Columbia. So that's why I was like, wait, so she's not even there, but she's calling all of us assholes and saying we aren't doing anything, but it's other people out there. Who is it searching for her? EquiSearch out there searching for her? She keeps changing her channel name. Okay. The one sister was in her chat one day. Okay, well, the fact no one knows who searchers are is scary. What if a volunteer may know more about this case than we know they do, in a bad way? Right, Rebecca? It's a good question, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure all of us are assholes right now. Taylor. I'm Taylor, Stitching, Bitching, and True Crime. Okay, sleep good. Oh, yes. Hope you guys feel better. We all been getting over something, too. I mean, yeah. Patty Ponytail. I'm sorry. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. It's kind of weird. Sheriff Fred and his sisters don't even get along. Yeah. Hey, Wandering. On her video today, 4545, she says it is the sisters that are searching. So Fred's sisters are the searchers. Yeah, I trust that. I don't give a shit. Yeah, I trust that one. Fred's sisters are searching for her as she's in Canada making candles, calling all of us lazy assholes. It's Fred's sisters doing the search.
Fred's sister's the one making all that ruckus?
No, it's someone else, but the searchers, it's not even that girl. That girl's in Canada. She's not even the one out there calling all of us assholes. She's not even the one out there boots on the ground.
Oh, for
It's
God's sake.
Yeah, it's apparently Fred Hill's sisters that are searching and giving her all of the information. Yeah, Mr. Sure ain't buying this either. The minute he found out she had a candle business, he just was like, yep. Fuck this. Julia, good to see you, boo. Hey, DC. They're searching Fred's properties, which apparently are their properties too. I'm not sure. I don't even know. Everything is so fucked up in that area. There's an asshole living in the bushes too, apparently. I don't know. Debbie. Jesus, take the wheel and find Summer Moon Utah Wells. Yes, amen. But that is not the way, in my opinion. That's not the way. Okay. I'm not gonna be able to see my YouTube side of chat, but I got the StreamYard, but give me 1 second. we'll work on the
Yeah.
getting you up on the panel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Educate myself a little more about this computer technology stuff.
All right. You're on live now with me, Pops.
Sorry?
You're on live with me now. I unmuted so people can hear you.
Oh, okay. Hello, everybody up there in podcast world. Hope y'all doing well.
So I've been, as you know, in this Summer Wells case for the last over 27 months now, over that now.
Right.
And there's a lot of psychics that come into this case, and in my opinion, a lot of them seem fraudulent.
Yeah. A lot of them are. A very, very high percentage of them are.
Yes.
But the ones that are real are real. I've had a pretty interesting session with a clairvoyant before in my life that I'll never forget.
Well, that's one of the reasons I wanted to ask you on with me tonight too, because I've been people that are like newer or they claim that they know me or been around my channel are trying to say I'm just out to get all psychics and that I don't believe in them and I don't believe in mediums and all that, but it's just not true. I've had readings. I have people that I believe are truly gifted, but they're like not easy to find. They're harder to
Right.
find real gifted people. You can find the fraud ones, you know.
Yeah, I've only met one that I've met several people who claim to be psychic, clairvoyant, and all kinds of other things. But I've only ever met one person who was true to it. I mean, she was just phenomenal. I'll never forget it in my life.
So I wanted to ask you about that experience. What about it made you feel she was gifted? I know you shared it before, but there's people in here who haven't heard it before.
Okay. Can everybody hear me?
Yep, they can hear you.
Okay. Let me see now. 1989, 1984.
We're going back.
1985, I think it was, in Vancouver. I was at a friend's place, and she had a scheduled appointment with a clairvoyant, and it turned out that it was a woman named Alison Arngrim. Now, Alison Arngrim used to be a child TV star. She was on a show called Little House on the Prairie. She was Nellie Olson,
Right.
the storekeeper's daughter. Don't know if you've ever watched that show, but
Yep, I did. Yep.
Okay, well, 1985, she sat me down. Actually, she was sitting at the table with my friend reading her fortune or whatever she's doing, telling her about her life. And I was sitting there kind of chuckling like a smartass because I didn't really believe in it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was all a bunch of crap. But I was interested because I used to watch Little House on the Prairie when I was a kid. And I saw her. It was, it was cool. It was cool. But the first thing she said to me was, actually, I was wearing a chain with an eagle on it around my neck. She said, "Give me that chain. Let me hold that." She said, "You think it's all a hoax?" She said, "Just give me your chain from them. Let me hold it." So I gave her my chain. She held it in her hand. The first thing she told me was, "I'm sorry that you lost your mother at such a young age. That must have been really hard on you." And then she had me. Like, holy fuck, how did you know that? I'd never seen this person before, and she'd never heard my name before in her life. And the first thing she told me was the most significant thing that ever fucking happened to me. And she's looking at me from across the table, and she's looking at my head, and I said, "What's up?" She said, "Have you had any surgery on your head? Like brain surgery or anything like that?" I said, "No." She said, "Well, you're going to." I said, "What?" Yeah, right. I said, no. And she said, oh, yeah. She said, don't worry about it, though. She says, you come through it okay. And so for the next little while, she was saying other stuff to me about my life, and it was everything she said was a hit. And but I was stuck on the holy fuck, I'm gonna have to have brain surgery. So I was kind of trying to deal with her. Is there any way I can avoid this? She said no. She said, but don't worry. Like I said, you come through it okay. And I forgot that she said that until after I had my brain aneurysm 4 years later. And then I remembered Allison told me this was going to happen. She was right on the money. So I am a firm believer that some people definitely do have the ability to look into people's pasts and futures and advise them on what to do in some situations, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But you hit the nail on the head right away when you said a lot of them are fake, because probably 95% of them are fake.
Yep.
But the ones that are real, baby girl, they're real.
I believe
that
that too.
Blew my mind.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've had some readings. Yep. And there's actually the most memorable one is actually someone who's on YouTube. I don't want to send hate her way. I have spoken about her before. If people that know me aren't, I'll privately give you her channel because I don't want to send people there. But actually, before I moved back to Canada, and I hadn't said nothing to her, I actually just kind of stumbled across her, liked her energy, and I asked her, because I always ask people, can you just tell me a little bit of something about me? And I'm always like, I try to be so careful. I'm like, I don't want to give them any details about myself at all. I'm like, you tell me. You're the psychic here. You're the medium here. You tell me what's up.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, she gave me a reading that, like, it was kind of like yours. I never thought about it till later. I was doing the Chris Watts case, which is not missing persons. I guess it started missing person, but it ended up being a terrible tragedy where, the dad killed the wife and the children, and there was a mistress that's may or may not have been involved, and all of this weird stuff. She told me then that one day I was going to find myself trying to help missing children. And, it was,
really?
Yeah. And I was like, what? No, like, that was never what I was doing. Like, I paid attention to it, but I never got into it. And then, I think it was, when was Chris Watts? 2018, August 2018, if I'm not mistaken. So I had that reading probably 2019. And then, like a week after Summer had gone missing, her story came in my feed, and I was just pulled to it like many other people. And then, here I am, and it just, it's crazy. And she said a lot of other shit. She knew that I was on my way out of a bad situation. She knew there was a new situation coming. She basically, like, knew about me moving back to Canada, finding my husband, like everything she's been saying. It hasn't all come true at once, but slowly since like 2019, certain things she said is happening.
It's amazing, isn't it?
And let me tell you, she never asked me for a dime. Yeah.
I never had to give Allison any money either.
I was going to ask you, did she keep asking you for money, or did you have to pay her, or did she just do this?
No, Allison, the woman that did my reading, she's very wealthy. When I met her, she was a stand-up comedian in Vancouver, doing very, very well. She's very successful. And she,
Hey, Tony.
like I said, she was a child star, so, no, she never asked for any money.
Yeah. That would be, oh, Christy, someone's in here saying she paid her. If it comes to missing children and you truly have a gift, do you think that mediums should be charging to help in helping find missing people, human, adults or children?
Yes and no.
Okay, explain that answer.
Okay, all right. I think anybody who assists law enforcement in helping them find missing kids or anything like that, I think that deserves some sort of, not well, reward.
Yeah.
For sure.
That I can agree with, but if it leads to actually finding somebody, right?
Pardon me?
Do you mean if it actually leads to an outcome, leads to finding that person, they deserve a reward?
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I think that too.
But I also think, for the sake of humanity, anyone who has the ability to help in something as serious as that should just step up and do it, whether they're paid or not. So that's why I came up with the yes and no answer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I agree with that.
Okay.
No, I think that's a fair answer.
Okay.
People are agreeing with you in chat as well, and they're all saying hello.
Hello, everybody. Hello from British Columbia.
Where the fraudulent
Where's
is.
everybody from tonight?
You guys, if you feel comfortable, you want to do a area roll call, and I'll tell Dad. He loves hearing where you guys are all from. It sometimes blows my mind, so it definitely is exciting for him still too to know that there's people around the globe that listen to him and me. They said you sound like a fair person.
Oh.
Okay, we have Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
We have...
Biggest
What was that?
It's the biggest pencil in the world.
Is it?
It was a joke when we were kids. What's the biggest pencil in the world? Pennsylvania.
Oh, now I get it. We have North Florida.
North Florida? Oh, boy.
Yep. We got Illinois. I am geology stupid. I don't know what ATX is. ATX. Why can't I think of it?
ATX?
ATX? Oh, Austin, Texas. Right? Am I right?
Oh, cool.
I think. We'll find out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And everyone coming in that I missed, I'm sorry. Hello, everyone. I don't have slow mode on. Okay, where else do we have? We got Alabama. We've got Ontario, Canada.
Oh, boy.
We have Maui, Hawaii. Prayers to y'all. And Florida as well.
Hello, Miami. Hawaii, brother.
Yep. California.
Hope everything's getting better in Maui for you folks.
Mm-hmm. I think that's going to take some time, but definitely.
Yep.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We have Queensland, Australia.
Oh, boy.
We have Louisiana. We got Minnesota. Whoop, whoop. We got Kentucky. We got another Minnesota. I kind of figured by
I had chicken from Louisiana today.
Did you? Louisiana chicken?
We had Popeye's chicken today.
Nice. I've still never tried Popeyes.
Oh, it's excellent.
I'll have to try it.
Those folks down there know how to make that chicken, I'll tell you. Holy.
Yeah, yeah, that would be good. We got Tennessee in the house. What up? Iowa. Oh, we have a lot.
Everybody.
Yep. Washington, Kansas, Baltimore, NYC, Oregon. Oregon has some crazy fun people, let me tell you. I have a story about
Oh, yeah.
Oregon. Yeah. It was wild. So, well, now I'm thinking about it. I'll just say it. But once upon a time, many, many years ago, I think back in like MySpace days, y'all. Pups does probably not know what MySpace is, but y'all do. Dad, we've got all around the globe. We got all around the globe. Yeah. They're all saying they're. I'm going to have to send you screenshots where everyone's from. I can't keep up. Scotland.
That's really cool.
Lots of Florida, Connecticut, from everywhere.
Scotland.
Yeah. We got. So I was online chatting with this one chick in Oregon, and we were talking about how fun it would be to hang out or whatever, and that was our conversation. I remember getting off the chat. I think I probably went to work at that time and then went to sleep, or I just went to sleep. It might have been after work we were talking. I shit you not, the next freaking day, I get a call, and this chick is on her way. Like, she's already been on trains and stuff to get from Oregon to Minnesota.
Wow.
And she's like, yeah, I'm like 2 hours away. I'm like, wait, what? Like, what? And yeah, she showed up at my doorstep, and we partied for like 5 to 7 days, and she went right back to Oregon, and I had never seen her talk to her again. I don't remember her name.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and she brought some weed from Oregon. I think it was good. I can't remember, but we enjoyed it anyway.
Right.
Yeah. That's my Oregon story. And so I was always like, damn, people in Oregon are pretty
I have
chill.
an Oregon story.
You do? What's your Oregon story?
In 1978, I was 15 years old. My buddy was 16. He just bought a car, a California Special. It was like a Mustang. And he said, let's go for a drive. I said, okay, where are we going? He said, I don't know, let's go to Seattle. I said, all right. So we went over the border, and he says, no, let's go to Oregon. We drove to Portland, Oregon. He bought a case of, what was it, Coors beer. We drank it on the way back. Back then, you could get away with that kind of stuff. But that's the only time I ever saw Oregon. We drove to Portland, Oregon, bought beer, and drove back from Surrey, British Columbia.
Dang. That's like some 70s show shit.
It's a very beautiful state. It's just like British Columbia for beauty. Lots of thick forests and coastline stuff, I think.
I there's so many places I want to go, but that'll take some time and some doing, but we'll get there.
I regret not being able to travel because of my criminal history. There's a lot of things in the United States I'd love to see.
Yeah.
Grand Canyon and stuff like that, but I'm also kind of glad that I'm not able to go down there because it's pretty dangerous down there. I gotta say, living up here in Canada, in Western Canada, we don't see a whole hell of a lot of mass shootings. I can't remember the last one, but they seem to have an awful lot of them down in the States, and that concerns me a great deal. I think even if I was allowed to travel there, I would be very hesitant to go to a lot of places. I don't want anyone that's listening to think that I'm anti-American, because I'm not. I love you guys. You're our security. We live a very comfortable life of freedom here in Canada because of the United States being our neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
But you got a lot of problems down there you need to work on. And your leaders are part of the problem. Anyway, let's not get
Well,
political, because I don't know what I'm talking about politics anyways. But
that's okay. Politics is in everything. We just try to turn a blind eye to it, I guess. They stopped your dad from traveling. Yeah, he's got a criminal record, like he said, so he cannot cross borders. But it is what it is. It's a price he has to pay, and
yep.
yep. I can't remember how many miles. I want to say how far are we apart? Like, was it 12 hours? I don't remember. We went on a motorcycle, so it seemed longer because of all the stops.
Between your place and mine?
Yeah.
Look up on the phone. How far is it to what's the name of the city you live in?
Estevan, Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan. I'm going to say it's probably it's an 8-hour drive from here to Calgary.
Oh, okay. I think Calgary is
So
what,
how far
6
is it from-
hours from us or 7 hours from us? So we might be longer
So
than that.
14 hours.
Let me Google it.
Being done right now.
Oh, is it? You have company?
Yeah, my landlord's here.
Hi, landlord.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
He says hi, everybody. Okay, it says for here, 14 hours and 34 minutes.
Okay. From Vernon to...
Yeah, Vernon
Estevan?
to, Vernon to Saskatchewan. I think I put Saskatchewan.
How big is Estevan?
It's not big. No, it's not big at all. No.
Like population-wise, how many people?
I'm not really sure.
Oh.
Yes, I will, Reapers. After here, I just wanted to chat with Dad a little bit, but all right, Pops. I'm gonna hop off of here, but I'm gonna call you tomorrow. I wanted to talk about the psychics. Actually, wait. One more thing. So the mediums, the fraudulent people, and not just mediums, you guys. It's not just mediums. It is fraudulent humans in general. I don't want to just put it on people who claim to be mediums. There are asshole people, whether they're a medium or not, that's tying themselves to every case. But Summer's case seems to have, I don't know, way more than the weirdos in the Watts case. I'll tell you that. And I don't know if it's because it's to do with, well, Watts involved 2 children. Well, 3 if you count she was pregnant with the 3rd. So I'm not sure what it is, but there's definitely something weird. Don Wells goes to Seventh-day Adventist Church. Have you heard? Yeah. And they're, because we've talked about it too. Their religion is against mediums in that. Like, they don't believe in that. They got mediums in here saying that they know Summer's passed away, but then you guys, there's also mediums out there that say they can't feel Summer's spirit, so that means she's still alive. Who do we believe? If all of these people are so gifted, then which ones do we believe? The ones that are saying she's still alive, they can't connect with her spirit, that means she's still alive, or the assholes out there putting out weird voice things saying it's Summer. Go ahead, Dad.
I don't really think it matters if there's any one particular church group that are naysayers about psychics and stuff like that. Who cares what people think?
Mm-hmm.
Before I met Allison, before I had that reading done, I never believed in it. I thought it was just all a bunch of crap. Sideshow, kind of, kind of thing you'd see at a circus or whatever. I had no I had no interest in it, no belief in it. I thought, well, I remember thinking if people are psychic, well, why don't they just go and pick the right winning lottery ticket?
Right, yeah.
You know? But it's been explained to me that if you have abilities like that, you're not supposed to use them for evil purposes. And winning every lottery could be considered evil because everybody else has a right to win too.
Yeah. So there's been many search teams out searching the area where Summer Wells disappeared from for the last over 27 months now.
Because she didn't disappear; she was taken.
You think she was taken?
Quite obviously, she was taken by somebody. And from the information that you've given me over the last couple of years, it sounds like somebody was watching them and just waiting for the moment to grab that kid, and they did it. And I really, really doubt that Dawn and or Candace had anything to do with it, because I can only imagine that the police and the FBI have gone up one side of them and down the other, and not to take anything away from either one of them, but I don't think they're rocket scientists, and they have to be to evade detection on that level.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, they've both had polygraph tests, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I don't know how they turned out, but as far as I'm aware, neither one of them have been arrested, but they haven't been taken off the suspect list either.
Right.
No one has, right?
Nope. So far, it's still everything's on the table and everybody is still on the table.
That's the standard police procedure. Until they find out who did it, everybody's a suspect.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, I have to believe by now that if they had anything to do with it, there would have been evidence of it.
Would it?
One of them or both of them would have fucking stumbled over something, you know.
Yeah, that's kind of what I think. With all the drinking and stuff they've done.
What's that?
With all the drinking, like they've been around, and I mean they've been drunk and allegedly high, I'll say, while live streaming, and I just, like you said, there's a few people who just don't think that they would be able to get away with it this long.
No, I can't see how that could be possible, really. But then, you know, I don't have the greatest faith in law enforcement either.
Yeah.
You know? They drop the ball a lot of times, but I want to believe that even in Tennessee, that they take the kidnapping of a child very, very seriously, and I want to believe that they bring out their very best experts to try to find out exactly what happened.
Mm-hmm.
So far, they've found nothing. Now, if Dawn and or Candace were involved, they would have found something by now to hold them on or to use, you know.
Do you think it's possible they have something, it's just not enough, so they're holding it right now?
How long has it been? 27 months?
Yeah, just over. Could be 50.
There's all kinds of statistics.
Yeah.
I heard one statistic that said if a child goes missing in the United States, if he or she is not found within 24 hours, most of the time they're deceased.
Mm.
But I don't really like working with statistics because a lot of it's bullshit.
Yeah. How do you feel about any church, but the church that they are specifically in, have their own like adoption little organization through Seventh-day Adventist, and I've people have sent me, it's happening online apparently a few places, which I think is dangerous. They would never do it back in the time when we were in state custody, but they have online like literally what I consider to be a child catalog of all of these kids that are for adoption, and straight up entire families that are up for adoption.
Right, but okay. Again, here I'm hoping that that particular area of the government is extremely careful in what they do. But I know they're not.
Yeah.
I know they're not, because you're my daughter, and I know that you went through hell in foster care. And I've been hearing some really bad things about it, but people are just in it for the paychecks, and they mistreat kids, and kids go missing, and it makes me sick to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
It really, it bothers me on so many levels that messed your life up and your sister's life up the way it did, and I still feel responsible because I wasn't there to help. But
That's, yeah, we can't change that now.
I'm not going to take any shots at any particular church group, because I've heard of Seventh-day Adventists.
Yep.
But I don't know anything about their particular take on Christianity.
I bring it up because they happen to always be surrounded with these church members that they're a part of, and a lot of us go back and forth thinking, are one of them involved because they've been so close to the wells?
Well, there's no secret that
But it could be anyone.
there's bad people everywhere.
Yeah.
In churches, in sports teams, in the movies. There's bad people everywhere. Not everybody that goes to church is a good person just because they go to church.
Right.
Look at all the Catholic priests. I don't want to get into it, but
Yeah.
look at how many of them have been,
Yeah, that's true. Well, something came out today too that with more statistics, but they released for Tennessee. They said that they are actually severe, and I'll pull it up for you guys in a little bit when I hang up the call. But it came out today on one of the Tennessee news channels that Eastern Tennessee, which Summer went missing from, is like actually on a severe list. Like they are very high up there for trafficking. And Hawkins County, where Summer went missing from and lived in, is actually 77% of like severe level. 77% from where Summer went missing.
77% what?
Trafficking in the area. Like the trafficking is bad.
So 77% of the kids that go missing are trafficked? Is that what you're saying?
No, the statistics of trafficking in Eastern Tennessee, which was where Summer lived and went missing,
Yeah.
they listed all of the towns there. And Hawkins County, where Summer went missing from, is 77% severe.
Oh, wow. Most likely to get taken from. Huh.
A lot of the areas are pretty high up there. So yeah, they have now put them on a severe trafficking list. So they're, yeah.
Right.
I'll show you. I'll send you pictures of it.
Well, I remember a year ago or so, you gave me some number. I asked how many kids go missing in Tennessee on a yearly basis, and the number was huge.
Yeah.
I think it was over 1,000 a year. So obviously there's some kind of trafficking ring.
Yeah, and there's been trafficking ring raids, if you will, or stings that they've done since Summer's disappearance as well.
Really? In Tennessee?
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna find.
Well, you know, I can't help but think that there is a positive aspect to that, because if Summer has been trafficked, it means that she's still alive.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Anyone who's going to pay to have a child, and you know, blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl like her, I could imagine that, you know, that would be on the checklist for a lot of parents that can't have their own kids for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I'm trying to look at the positive aspects of kids being trafficked. Hopefully that a lot of them are going to parents who just can't have their own kids and can't pass the necessary prerequisites to get one from the government in a legal way, so they buy one.
Yep.
Now, again, I want to look at the positive. I'm thinking, okay, somebody who's very wealthy would do this. And if somebody's going to pay a lot of money to buy a child, then they're going to take care of that kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to believe.
I
So
sure hope so.
That leaves an opening for some point in that kid's life to remember who she really is, break free from it, and run home, and everybody be happy. And that should be in everyone's prayers, because it's in mine. I hope Summer's found, and I pray for her a lot.
Yeah, she's got everyone around the globe praying for her.
Right on. Well, that helps. Prayers help.
Yeah. What do you think about an area an area that's been searched by very reputable teams, like actual people that's their career, searching and finding people, and then
absolutely nothing.
They found nothing, but then a medium comes in, who's not even there, by the way. She's working with a suspect's angry sisters, and they're all of a sudden finding what they say is human bones, tarps, and human hair that they're trying to say is Summer's, but it was kind of too long to be Summer's, because I don't know if you remember, or if I even got to tell you, Summer's hair was shaved like right down to the scalp, because well, there's a couple different mixed stories that have been told about that, but
She wanted her haircut because her dad cut his hair short, right?
or her mom did it or something. Her brothers did it, so she wanted it too, and then it also is very hot there,
Right.
which, I mean, listen, I don't know. She also wanted to be a pretty princess and loved like super pretty women. They say that, you know, were beautiful. I don't know. I just, the shaved head thing messes with me, but at the same time, I don't know, like Cassidy shaved her head a few times, so, but she's also older. I don't know. I can't see being 5 and wanting to shave my head. I don't like the mixed stories with that and how that does kind of tie in with trafficking, but I can also see, because I've had 4 kids, that someone got into scissors or whatever and they just wanted to cut it all off to grow back even. I'm not sure. Either way, after 27 months, even if they found Summer's hair wouldn't have been that long. And I don't think now that a medium's going to come and that they're not even digging. Like, they're not digging and finding things. No.
What is this medium saying?
She's saying she's found human bones. She's trying. I don't think she has straight up said it's Summer, but she's putting it out there that it's probably Summer.
Found human bones where?
She's saying she found human bones basically in between one suspect who's currently in jail right now and Don's house, the Wells' house. Areas that have been searched. They had dogs out there, drones out there, search teams out there from around the world. What was that?
She's found human bones. She's turned them over to the authorities, right?
She claims she did, but how do you feel about she says she finds all of this stuff and then right away goes on her YouTube channel and shares it all. So if she thinks it's legit, perhaps she should have reported it to the law and not said anything on her channel.
If I want to think that the first thing that she did was phone the authorities.
She says she did, but hours
Very
later
first
she
thing
hopped
she
on
did.
her channel.
Well, as long as she notified the authorities, then so what has come of it?
Nothing. Nothing so far. All that's come from it is she's probably sold a couple candles on her YouTube channel. Nothing's come of it.
Are you still in contact with any of those investigators?
Which
Weren't you talking to one of the TBI guys?
yeah, I was. Don knows that.
Can you still talk to him?
I mean, Don's told me if I've heard anything worth reporting, then, it would be bad of me not to report it. If he's always told me if you hear anything or if I say anything crazy to you, like, you have to report that. He's always told me that.
Oh. Right.
Okay, so, yeah.
I'm having a big problem with this, though. Human bones, and she called the authorities.
Mm-hmm.
Why is there no news about it?
Yeah, and it's
That
been
doesn't
several
make any sense
days.
to me. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Right. Yeah.
It needs explaining.
Well,
It's just like a bunch of people saying a bunch of shit that doesn't make any sense at all.
right.
Because, I mean, oh wow, I don't know how else to say this other than, the first thing the psychic should have done was contact the authorities, and the first thing the authorities should have done was take a DNA sample of the fucking bone. What's going on down there in Tennessee?
Yeah. Yeah.
What was it? I mean, is it like the planet Jupiter or something? What the fuck is going on?
I don't know. But either way, whether it is or isn't, I don't think she should have hopped right on her channel the same day or within hours anyway.
I don't really care about that. As long as she notified the authorities first.
But why would you let all the locals know?
I care about this kid being found. So
Yeah.
anybody that has any kind of information should be right there, phoning whoever's in charge of the investigation, and that should be everybody's first thing to do. And I don't get how you're telling me on one hand that the person said they found human bones,
Yeah.
in an area close to where this child was taken from, and that's the end of the story?
So far.
Get it?
So far. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what that's exactly, that's it. I don't know she's got her own little candle making business and she's selling candles and she's on her channel crying about finding bones and hair. And again, after over 2 years, I doubt that Summer's hair. What? Now, I did honestly think, I'm going to tell you, I tried to be fair with this woman and thought to myself, okay, it's a dump site. Maybe, is it possible from when Summer shaved her head, did garbage get put over there or whatever? But I can't for the life of me think, and Dad, I'm telling you, they took a stick. They didn't wear gloves. They didn't do nothing. These aren't even like, they are sisters to a suspect who is in jail right now, who's been hooked up to lie detector tests and questioned, and other mysterious people falling off cliffs and stuff like that. It's a suspect's family members that's searching the suspect's property and saying that they're finding
he's
this.
Suspect in Summer's disappearance?
Yeah, I'd say, yep. I think that's fair to say. Yes.
Well, you just said he's a suspect, so what is he a suspect of?
Everyone, according to the law, anyone who's been around Summer Wells, and he's the neighbor, and Don Wells and him were buddies, and the day Summer went missing, the first place Don went to was this guy's house down the hill. Like,
What's he in jail for?
I don't remember. I'll tell you later. I have to look it up exactly what he's in jail for. There's just so much BS, but while he's in there anyways on whatever, he's been asked about. There's a guy who was found, I guess he fell off a cliff at some point, and now they're asking this guy about it. The Wells, no, I mean, like, they shared, they're neighbors, right? And the law says anyone around Summer at that time is a suspect. So I'm going to go with he's a suspect. They are well known to the Wells.
Right.
Yeah, there's things I'll tell you privately because I don't think Don would like me to say it publicly, but
I get you.
yeah, he's a suspect, I guess. But yeah, no, not I guess. He is.
Okay.
But yeah, so the suspect's family members are the ones searching and finding this. But let me tell you, they're not wearing gloves, nothing. They're not like digging 6 feet under or nothing. They take a twig, and you know how they like dust things when you're dusting dirt off of fossils you find? You know how they do that?
Yeah.
It's just like lightly dusting. This is what they're doing. and they're pulling up hair and human bones. Why would it be under less than an inch of dirt and you're finding it and you know exactly where to go and you're finding these bones that all of these other search teams that's their careers for many, many years that actually have brought people home, dead or alive, sorry to say, but they're finding all this stuff that all these people missed and law enforcement missed. That's why I call her a fraud. This shit is not true. And meanwhile, she's up there crying about it. And I'll buy my candles, because if everyone else can make money off of Summer, I'm going to too.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's okay. Well, you know what? Maybe there's too much time already being spent thinking about this woman.
That's what people in chat are saying. Why even talk about her?
Anybody that tries to, you know, capitalize on a child's disappearance needs to be beaten with a wet noodle.
When they're like that. Now, they can say that for us having a channel because we partner with YouTube/Google. It doesn't matter what we're covering if we're monetized. We only get to keep 45% of what we make on our channels, people. Creators know this.
Right.
So if we make $100, we're making like $45 or something off of it. But you'd be dumb to turn that down when we have our channels and that's what's being offered. Why would we let YouTube or Google take everything when we're actually being offered a little bit for our time and efforts? I'm sorry, but I've also put time and dedication into this, and I don't appreciate being called an asshole by somebody who hasn't even talked to Don Wells for a week, let alone over 27 months, and then wants to call us assholes.
Anybody that's calling my daughter an asshole.
She's calling all of us, not just me. Don't say that, Dad. People might take that as a serious threat from you.
No. I can't go down to this place.
You won't. You can't and you won't.
That wouldn't hurt nobody anyways.
We know. But moving on so we don't get into trouble. Yeah. So that's why I wanted to have a conversation. People are saying that we are not, or not we, not you, because they don't know until tonight, your view on it. But I was like, no, like, I believe in mediums and all that. I believe in gifted people. I know they're out there. It's just a whole lot harder to find those people. You're going to
Yeah.
find the fraudulent ones 9 times out of 10. And 9 times out of 10, they're going to put their self right down our throats without us even asking.
Uh-huh.
Now, what I was actually hoping your story, because I never got to ask you, I was going to ask you because I've had many readings. And again, there's the one for sure that's been, I'd say, the biggest one that's ever stood out to me. I mean, she knew everything before I've even shared my story online at that point.
Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. I would say in my lifetime, I'm going to say 3. 3 gifted people I've actually met that shit has come true, who have not pushed, pay me, pay me, pay me. Oh, you know what? This and this and this, which is pretty freaking obvious to tell. Oh, but give me $30 more and I'll tell you this and this and this. Or call me later. Hey, you got to buy this and keep it under your bed or under your pillow when you go to bed or whatever. It's always a money, 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 not about the gift. What? Am I hitting the nail on the head?
Yeah. Yeah, scam artists everywhere.
Everywhere. And again, it doesn't have to be a medium. It's just, I think, some people might think they're truly gifted. Unfortunately, this woman several hours ago just said she goes by her gut. Well, we all do that. It doesn't mean our gut is always right, though.
No.
So your gifts can't be from, your gut. And you can say you're an empath and all this and you're gifted. Many of us are. Doesn't mean our gut is always right. And even the most gifted of gifted people sometimes get it wrong.
Yeah, that's true. Nobody's right all the time.
Mm-hmm. It all gives you a headache. Yeah, me too. People gotta really, it pisses me off. I see people supporting this chick when it's clear as day. You got people that don't even like each other that are all saying, this bitch is a fraud. Come on now. Yeah. Me and Ziggy are on the same page for once. Like, what? She's a fraud. Open your eyes when people that don't like each other or get along, and for the most part, haven't really like a lot. I think I've talked to Ziggy very little, actually, because we're on different pages a lot, or at least it seems that way, I'll say, okay? But you just look around the communities, and it's clear to see, and I think that should be a huge sign to people that people that don't get along or are on the same page 99% of the time, we're all on the same page with this one. That should tell you something right there.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing more serious than a child disappearance.
Yeah. That's fact.
But you know what? I'm still thinking on the hopeful side that maybe she was trafficked and maybe she's living a very comfortable life with some rich folks right now. Hopefully.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I want to think. So until somebody gives me a reason not to, that's what I'm going to continue to think.
Mm-hmm. Well, Pops, everyone is... I'm sorry, Cheryl, I'll never be a Z fan. I'm not saying I am, but I can tell you that there are some truths to what she's saying. There's a lot of not truths, but I also, just because I don't necessarily get along with someone all the time, I will say, like, JLR has brought some good stuff out. There's people I don't like, but wrong is wrong and right is right. And I will tell you there are some truths that I hear from Ziggy. And yes, it might pain me a little to admit that. I'm not going to lie to everybody. But it's true. It's a gift from God. Yeah, I believe that, even though some people think it's not from God. Who else could it be from?
Yeah.
So that's always confused me as well with the whole religions and all that's against God. Because I think as long as you're being respectful, like, you don't get that gift from anyone but God, in my opinion. That's how I feel.
That's true. I believe that. I heard some people discussing the whole psychic phenomenon thing, and one thing they said was probably everybody has the capability of doing it, but they haven't tapped into that part of their brain yet. Some people have. Like, there's a lot of talk about the human brain, but we only use a certain percentage of it. And even the smartest doctors don't even know what a lot of it's for. So, who knows, right? People have shown some pretty amazing abilities in all kinds of areas. You know, there was a story, oh boy, I think it was back in the 50s or the 60s maybe, a woman saw her son trapped underneath his car. He was working on his car, and the car fell off the jack, and it was crushing him, and she lifted the car up off of him.
Dang.
You know, I don't remember where that happened or when. It was widely known. It was widely talked about. So who knows? You know, what kind of powers we could have if we could use all of our brains. Some people are just gifted. They can use more of their brain than others.
Yeah.
At least that's the way I think about it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not no genius either, so.
Well, there's people agreeing with you. They like your, they agree with what you're saying.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
Well, you're pretty fair. That's why people don't understand. Well, why do you bring your dad into this? And he's not like any of these people in these cases, but he's fair and he helps me because, again, my gut tells me things that could be wrong and I get angry. I'm human, but then hubby and my dad, because especially with my dad's past, helps me. And then remembering his past, my past, it's like, okay, well, got to settle it down here. Put our anger to the side for now because our anger and hate is not going to bring, and it hasn't brought Summer home. She's still missing. Yeah. Well, Pops, I'm going to get off of this call, and I'm going to, if you want to, I'm going to do a little bit more on the channel if you want to watch on the tablet there. Do you want to say anything before I hang up? But I'll call you tomorrow. But do you want to say anything to everyone?
Yeah, thank you to everybody out there who supports my daughter's channel. I hope you all are doing well wherever you are. And let's all just keep Summer in our prayers and our thoughts and hope for the best. Nice talking to you.
Amen.
Have a good evening.
Love you, Dad.
Love you too.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Bye.
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 Oh, should have hung up on him. Sorry, Dad. I don't think you can really get it any fairer than that. My dad doesn't know this lady from a bar of soap, and I think we pretty much summed it up. I mean, I'm going to send him the video, or I have to figure out he's got to figure out how to use his email. But let me pull something up for you guys quick, because this is, some of y'all might have seen it. A lot of you guys probably already seen it if you're following the case, because I saw it within 2 minutes of it being posted. We're going to bring this up here.
When it comes, a newly released report says Northeast Tennessee is a high-risk area when it comes to human trafficking. It's our top story tonight. Good evening. I'm Sarah Diamond.
And I'm Ansley Daniel. That report is a combined effort of different...
Notice Ansley stopped doing this thing after we called it out. When her voice changed, she was trying this for a little while. Yeah, I'm glad she went back to her proper voice. It just sounds so much better, and I can actually stand her for a little while.
Groups and agencies. News Channel 11's Catherine Simpson found out how the area is reacting tonight. Catherine?
Yeah, Sarah Ansley, the report compiled data from open sources as well as surveying nonprofits that are fighting human trafficking, and they found a lot of pluses and minuses in the region with very strong effort to fight human trafficking.
This is terrible, you guys. This is bad.
But also higher risks due to the prevalence of certain crimes and socioeconomic factors.
Ready?
The Upper East is at severe risk, given just those super high rates of vulnerable populations in those communities.
A study out this week found 3 Northeast Tennessee counties,
Hawkins County, 77.9%. Let's call it 78%. Okay? 77.9% of severe risk. Knoxville, 91.6%. These are all very high percentages, you guys, of trafficking. That's crazy. All around this girl, it's super high. There's nothing under 75%, is there?
Sullivan, Hawkins, and Green have
94, 93, 91, 82, 80, 80. You guys see this? Hawkins County, 77.9. Now, again, statistics can be BS. But we've seen what's come out of that area, so I'm kind of believing this. I'm kind of believing this one. I don't... You see that, right? Take that, share it around, and then ask yourself why the assholes give people a fair... Why do you simmer it down? I've told Don I'm 50-50. They could be guilty or not guilty. I don't know how many times I could say that. I've said it to him a million times. I've said it live. I've said it privately. He knows it. He's come on here and said, like, I know how you feel. Like, he does. He also knows who I suspect more over the other and whatever. But this here, we cannot ignore all of the... Now, I'm not saying that it's not someone close to Summer that could have put her in trafficking or whatever. I'm just saying... It is not impossible. It's look at this. This is bad. This is very, very bad. Oh, no, that's not going to work because that kind of covers up. Nope, that's not going to work. What did I do? Nope, that definitely doesn't work. I ruined everything. There. Does that work? Nope. FML. Give me a second. There we go. Are we back? Okay, there we go. That works, all right. All right.
Have a vulnerable population index score above 70%. Researchers say that's because...
All of them. That's the average. By the way, is 70%, as we just saw, in the surrounding areas and the area that Summer went missing from.
Traffickers seek out people who face an additional vulnerability like housing or food insecurity.
All right, here we go. I'm going to rewind that for a minute and shut up because this is important too, as I've been saying over and over and over, that they make the perfect targets for trafficking and stealing a baby. They do. They just do. Here we go.
Vulnerability like housing or food insecurity.
They're trying to meet a need with a promise, and then they use force, fraud, and coercion to maintain control of that individual and force them into labor or sexual exploitation.
Northeast Tennessee has
facts. We know that. That's true, and we know that's an issue in the area.
Other risk factors.
From what we've heard, allegedly in the case, I'm saying allegedly because that's what I'm saying. Don't care if it makes me an asshole, but it's what's being said, and it's pretty... we've seen what we've seen, right? We can't unsee it. We can't unhear it. So we know that this is an issue. Let's go on.
Aside from socioeconomic vulnerabilities,
there is a prevalence of sexual assault, domestic violence, drug offenses, and related crimes.
All that. Domestic assault, drug offenses, and whatever crimes.
And related crimes.
Related crimes.
In the Upper East region of the state. And these are crimes that are highly correlated with the presence of trafficking or can escalate to trafficking.
And though
Hear that? You hear that? Right?
researchers found that Northeast Tennessee has some of the strongest nonprofit efforts to address trafficking in the region, more work is needed.
We need to improve our outreach to the vulnerable populations, and we need to start now building pathways on the other side of identification to all that longer term support you've been hearing about already to help individuals succeed on the other side.
The report also encourages organizations across the state to increase programs for people who are coming out of human trafficking and recovery. Live in Kingsport, I'm Catherine Simpson.
So, right, yeah, you have to think about the areas too, Sunshine, right, and the population there, and then those percentages. Are you kidding me? So 7,000 people, and you got 70% severe trafficking warnings in that area is pretty. That is very scary. It's scary no matter the population, to be honest, because everywhere we just saw is. I mean, I know it's out there. But those numbers shocked me. And also makes me like this lady. I don't know. All I know in the end is there's going to be people that have apologies to do to numerous people on the platform, off the platform, whatever. I don't know who that's going to be yet. If I'm wrong, everyone knows I'll apologize. I don't know if everybody else will, but shit, like... Again, I'm going to end this with just be aware what's happening. Also, again, people who quite literally almost this entire time have not gotten along. You got people that dislike each other all on the same page is very telling. Like I always look at that I notice when that happens. I'm sure a lot of you guys do, but none of us really seem to think this lady's valid, along with many others, but I know there is a lot of people that would apologize. I think that there's pretty much some that won't, but we know that. That's fine. They'll just move on and act like nothing ever happened, and that's that. But if I'm wrong, yeah, I'll definitely apologize as publicly as I've bashed people. I'm not trying to bash people. I just want the truth too. Just like the chick sitting all the way in British Columbia calling all of us lazy assholes because what have we done in over 2 years? I know what I've done. And I also am in Canada and have never been there. So how the hell am I a lazy asshole? I don't know. My wrench, are you the same one that's all up in her asshole up there in her channel? I've seen someone that has your name and it's all supporting her and calling all of us assholes as well. And saying other channels are, oh, I'm defending you and blah, blah, blah. Be careful, beware. If it's not you, somebody else is trying to make it look like you. And I was like, what the fuck? But yeah. And if it is you, whatever, if that's what you think, that's fine. But come on. Actually, really quick. Let's just do something really quick. Hold on. I think I said that wrong. Psychics are December 12th, 2021. Psychics are complaining about online fraud. Ain't that rich? Listen, we got one that's very well known here that only ever cared about getting reward funds. And I know people think that's, you know what? I'm just not even going to go there. It is whatever. Let's look this up. Hold on. Let me share my screen again. Running Bear, thank you. Oh, Maria, I'm so sorry. I don't think I thanked you for that super sticker. Thank you. Again, Candy, thank you. Zena, thank you so much for being a member for 12 months. Maria, thank you for the super sticker. Running Bear, thank you again. Very kind of you guys. But let me pull something else up for you. Even Google it yourself. Okay, just educate yourself on psychic mediums. Listen, I believed Sylvia Brown for the longest time. That was my bitch. I was like, nobody can tell me any different until, unfortunately, I did my own research as I got older because I was obsessed with her as a kid. I had to watch every talk show. Sylvia Brown's on. Oh my God, I cannot miss the show. Like, I was there. Like, Sylvia Brown, yeah, I was in love with that woman. And she's a fraud. Sorry, but it's known. She's a fraud. Okay. Now this is just one ad that I went on. They use fear against you. Well, we've had this happen before. Since they don't have genuine psychic abilities, sham psychics often resort to fear mongering. If a psychic starts talking about great misfortune that will happen to you, you don't follow the directions. Okay, well, I've experienced that. Buy this, buy that, put it under your pillow, put it under your bed, put it in this person's house, whatever it is, right? So we know that. And yes, you will have bad luck. You will be cursed. Oh, there's a curse on you and blah, blah, blah. So, yes. Now, life has hard times, but genuine psychics will not try to scare you about what may lie ahead on your path. Instead, an authentic psychic will help you feel more confident in overcoming challenges coming your way. I agree with that. That's true. And those people are out there. I've talked to some of them. They talk with vagueness and confusion, sort of like what we've heard before. Spirits won't let me see the bad guy's face because they're protecting me. Oh, well, that's some gift you got there. What a psychic medium, clairvoyant you are. Yep. Every case just so happens spirit protects you and you can't see their face. So, okay. All right, cool. When a psychic is only saying general things such as there's a good chance coming your way, soon you'll increase your financial situation, they are probably a sham. This is also true if they give you too much information and talk quickly without allowing you time to process it. I've definitely encountered that. There's several of them that's been in this case as well. And they do try to, whatever. They say everything. Genuine psychic will talk slowly, giving you time to absorb what they are saying and ask questions while also being clear and descriptive. You will feel instant connection to what they say because it is resonant with you on a spiritual level. Again, we have to be careful with our spiritual level getting mixed up with our gut level and our angry levels and our own experiences, and I'm guilty of that. Own past history, what we've been through, putting into our guts on how to feel. But fake mediums are good at playing on that as well. They give you an uneasy feeling. Well, yeah. It's one thing to be a bit nervous up before reading, but it's a warning sign when things feel very off. Well, shit, they feel very off. Like, yeah. Make you doubt your intuition. They guarantee something will or will not happen. They will play off your insecurities. They want you to pay for ancestors' mistakes. I would say that's going in on the Wells case. Yeah, they tell you only what you want to hear. They tell you only what you want to hear. In our guts, we all know what we want to hear in Summer's case, right? Again, our guts, our feelings. We all think we know. some fraud psychics will paint you a beautiful picture of what the future will look like. Yes. They will ask you to keep secrets. Okay, let's find a different one that's more to do, because that's obvious. That's pretty obvious. Let me... Boom. One of them says all psychics are fake, so I'm not clicking on that because I actually don't believe that. Okay, hold on. Let's see here. You guys should look this up. I'm finding all... Now, there are psychics that have helped with crimes. This is true. There are. Like I said, there are gifted people out there. Yeah, there's a bunch of... It's basically, you can, if you type it in, but I was specifically looking for them getting attached to missing people cases, and there's a ton. I don't even know which one to click on. But it's clear as work to see. It's clear as work. I just read psychics and police work, so it's clear as day to see. It's clear. They will play on your emotions is a huge thing, right? That's a part of it. And our emotions are high in this case, in any case. Oh, here goes Sylvia Brown right there. All right, I'm gonna get some stuff. We'll do a different show just on, you know, that. Today now? Okay, so now she found... Hold up, wait a minute. Let me drop this link for a second. I am getting tired, but this is... So today they also found... Fred's sister found human bones today, too? Well, here we go again. More bullshit. And actually, I'm actually just going to end it. I'm going to end it actually on that. Because I'm just over that. Bullshit. Shouldn't be on YouTube if it's true. That needs to go directly to the law. Not a YouTuber. Fred Hill's sisters, please stop contacting freaking YouTubers that are just going to run and put shit on their channel, because that's not going to help bring Summer home at all. How do we even know we can trust these women? I don't understand. Because we have to think the culture is everyone protects everyone, nobody fucking talks, nobody says, like, I'm sorry, we all know. We just know how it goes. So I don't know. I just can't. I was going to open up the panel, but with that, yeah, I'm just done. We're not spreading that bullshit around anymore. I'll believe it when the law comes out and says something. When TBI comes out and says something, that's when I will believe it. But if, quite honestly, several days ago, human hair and human bones were found, and then today, more human bones were found today, it shouldn't be on the YouTube streets then today. So with that, love y'all. Thank you so much for being a part of it tonight. I know Pops enjoys taking part of it. Love you, Dad. Thank you. And yeah, tonight was just, you know, this is just a hot topic, but everyone else already jumped on it. I agree with what almost everybody's saying, whether we like each other or not. I'm agreeing. We're all agreeing with each other on this one. So take that in and out. Love y'all. Hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. Everyone get well. I see some of you, someone said they had a migraine. I know how that goes. Please get well. Benadryl helps me with my migraine. I sleep it off, wake up, and sometimes I feel better. Most of the times I feel better. I will look through the chat tomorrow and see what I missed and everyone coming in. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you to my haters for the support. Keep watching. Give me the thumbs down. I don't care. Bring the traction over here, because some of us are done with the fuckery, whether we're being called assholes or not. Right? Love y'all. Bye.